My teacher accidentally revealed something they weren't supposed to, and now things feel off. So this happened a few months ago at school, and I still think about it way more than I should. I, 16M, had this teacher. I'll call him Mr. Harris, who was pretty normal. Not strict, not super chill either. Just average. But one day, something weird happened. We were in class doing a normal lesson, and he was writing on the board. Nothing unusual. Everyone was half paying attention like usual. Then he stopped mid-sentence, like completely froze. At first we thought he was just thinking about what to say next. But it went on for way too long, like a full 10 seconds. Then he slowly turned around and looked straight at me. Not the class, just me. And he said, "You weren't supposed to be here yet." The whole room went quiet. I actually laughed at first because I thought it was a joke or something, but no one else laughed. He just stood there staring at me. Then, like nothing happened, he shook his head and went back to teaching. Didn't explain it, didn't acknowledge it, just kept going. After class, a couple people came up to me asking what that was about. I had no idea. I'd never even talked to him one-on-one before, so I just brushed it off. But it didn't feel like a joke. Over the next few days, things got weirder. Every time I walked into that class, he'd pause for a split second when he saw me. Not long enough for anyone else to notice unless they were really paying attention. But I noticed. And once, I swear I heard him mumble something like, "Not again." So yeah, at that point I was curious. I decided to ask him about it after class. I stayed back one day and said, "Hey, what did you mean the other day when you said I wasn't supposed to be here?" He just looked at me for a second, then said, "I don't remember saying that." Which wasn't true, because the whole class heard it. Then it gets worse. About a week later, we had a substitute teacher. And while she was marking attendance, she stopped when she got to my name. She frowned and said, "Huh, that's strange." I asked what was wrong, and she said, "This says you transferred out last term." I just stared at her, because I didn't. I've been at the same school the whole year, same classes, same everything. She kind of laughed it off and said it was probably a system error, but it didn't feel like one. So later that day, I went to the office to check. I told them what happened, and they pulled up my file. And yeah, my name was there, but there was a gap, like a whole chunk of records just missing. No attendance, no grades, nothing, for about 3 weeks. And here's the thing. I don't remember anything being wrong during that time. No gap in my memory, no missing weeks. Everything felt normal. I went back to Mr. Harris